Hey guys, how you doing? It's Harry here again. So today I'll be talking about Game Boys and all the different types of Game Boys that come out, what they're going for nowadays, how rare they are, this, that and the other. So we'll be starting out at where it began, the original Game Boy. This came out in 1989 in Japan, then made its way to the UK in the 1990s. The first ever proper portable gaming console. As you can see, back in the day, I paid £4.50 for it from a charity shop. It was a nice condition one. So it came to the UK in 1990 and it cost the average person £67 just for the console, which is very good really at the time compared to nowadays. Think how much a Nintendo Switch costs. So they came out with that in the 1990. Also came out was this one, the see-through version. This is more collectible than the original colour. The average going rate for this one is about £20. You can get cheaper and you can get more expensive, but that's about the average selling rate for these. This one here, you look at about £30 plus. Online, that's what they seem to be selling for. So that's the original Game Boy. After the original Game Boy, there was the Game Boy Pocket. I sadly don't have one of those, but their going rates around £30 to £40. After the Game Boy Pocket, there came the Game Boy Color. And I remember the Game Boy Color. A few of my sister's friends had them back in the day. It was a lot smaller than the original. As you can see, still played same games, but instead of it being just the black and green background, you had some more slight colours involved. So the Game Boy Color came out in 1998 in the UK. I remember it. And what made these really popular was the games that came with them. We had the first proper playing Pokemons came out on the Game Boy Color, and that's what made them so popular. You also had the Mario games that came out with the colour in, and that made them really, really popular. So after the Game Boy Color, the Game Boy Color sells for about the same as the original Game Boy, about £20 online, depending on colours. Purple is normally the standard colour you find them in, but the more different colours you get and editions like the Pikachu edition, this, that and the other, you're going up to like £40, £50 for them. So after the Game Boy Color came the Game Boy Advance. And this is my Game Boy Advance. I got it when I was about, I think, 7 or 8 years old. Game Boy Advance came out in 2001. It's a nice console. Lots of good memories playing it. It was different. The game cartridges changed from the larger ones to the smaller ones. Also became, rather than an 8-bit console, a 32-bit. So better graphics, this, that and the other. Even though nowadays the graphics are terrible, back then it was a big deal. So I've got a few of these. Picked them up quite cheap. Well, that one I didn't. I paid, I think, nearly £100 for that when it came out. And then the others, about £5 to £10. Bought a large bundle of Nintendo stuff a few years ago for about 150. I sold about half of it now, or just under half, and I've got my money back. And the other stuff I keep for my own collection. One of these was in there, probably this one I think. So there we have the Game Boy Advance. And then a couple years after the Game Boy Advance came out, the Game Boy SP came out, which was a backlighted console, a lot better, plug in, no change in the batteries, and it became way more popular and was obviously a lot better console than the original Advance. So Game Boy Advance SPs are one of the best selling ones still for collectors nowadays, because obviously you can play the original Game Boy games on and the Advance games on. With the backlighted screen, it makes it a lot nicer to play. Got another one here. Also in the colour red, a bit more beat up. It still works, nice condition. So these sell for roughly, well, you can trade it in at CEX. Standard one, you get about £25. I think you get about 30 for a red one because they're a bit more limited. But if you'd sell online, you're looking £35 upwards, really. So if you've got one locked away, I'd say sell it online, or try selling it online first, and if not, take the CEX. But yeah, they go pretty well. Everyone wants one. Everyone's getting more nostalgic and buying older gamer consoles. So yeah, that's in a Game Boy Advance SP. Also, don't know if I've already said, but this, you can take it into CEX, the exchange place. They'll give you about £17. Online, you're looking between 20 and 30. So again, better selling it online. After the Game Boy Advance SP came out in, I think, what was it, about 2004, came out the Nintendo DS, which obviously changed everything, put the Game Boy to rest pretty much. You play the old Game Boy games on it, and it came with the, obviously, DS games. So you had a stylus on the screen. Have I got one? I haven't got an original one on me, but this is the light, so obviously it was a lot different. This one I'm fixing up at the minute. So obviously you had the touchscreen down here, screen up here, buttons, plug in. It was a lot more compact, stylish, and it just did so much better than what's to come. So after the DS made its debut, Nintendo brought out the Game Boy Micro, and it did not sell well. Because why would you buy this, even though it's quite cute and quite nice now? Why would you buy this when you could get the DS that plays the Game Boy games and the DS games? So these really did not sell well, and that's why now they are, I'd say, the most collectible of the Game Boys. Just it on its own, you're looking about £40. If you got one boxed, you're looking like £65 to £100. I think this alone at CEX is probably worth, I think it's 45, or it was last time I checked. And then with the box, I think it jumped up to something like 65, I think. But if I sell it online with the box, the charger, everything, you're looking well over £100 easy. It's charged up. Yeah. Then we've got Zelda in there. But yeah, the Game Boy Micro did not sell well when it was released, but now it's considered a very collectible item. So, we've got the evolution of the Game Boys. I believe they're only going to go up in value. I don't think they're going to drop at all, to be honest. I think they're going to become the new antique old gaming consoles, to be honest. And then we have the evolution, and that's about 15 years of evolution from that one to this one. All in all, I'd probably say the SP is probably the best one to get if you're thinking about getting an old Game Boy, because basically it plays all the games. Like the Micro won't take the original games, it will only take advanced games. This one will take the original and the advance, which is very good. It's also, I'll probably say, like the third most collectible one on the market. So yeah, I've got quite a few. I've got a lot of games that I'll probably do a video on, upcoming video. But if you've got one in the loft you think hiding away, it is worth money now. The games especially can be worth quite a lot of money depending on the condition. So yeah, and if you're thinking about holding on to it, what I'd recommend is just taking the batteries out, because if you keep batteries in for too long, battery acid will corrode the back and destroy the console. That's what I'd recommend for that. Same for these, I'd keep them slightly charged if you can, just to keep the battery alive so it doesn't die. Don't have to replace it then. But yeah, micro definitely the most valuable. Then probably either this one or the clear case, and so on. But yeah, I really like collecting retro gaming stuff. I see it is a good investment as well. I can see it going up in the future. And yeah, that's what I think. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Did you like my little collection of Game Boys? Have you got some at home? If so, let me know. They'll be worth something. Yeah. So I'll probably do another video coming up about the games and their value and rarity, and also what to look out for and what not to. So that'll be in another video. Again, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.